They attempted to get on a plane from Peru with 24 pounds of cocaine in their suitcases. This is a story of Melissa Reed and Michaela McCollum, also known as the Peru Two.
I was forced to take these bags in my luggage.
The public were obsessed with this story. There was a fascination around her bun.
She was in fact kidnapped, held at gunpoint.
I was very young and naive.
It's August 6, 2013, at the International Airport of Lima, the capital of Peru. Melissa Reed and Michaela McCollum, both 20 years old, are arrested by the Peruvian police.
What's your name?
Melissa Reed.
What's your nationality?
British.
From what you could see on the TV when it was shown on various news channels, this footage showed two young women who looked absolutely terrified of what they had gotten themselves into.
What's your name?
Michaela McCollum.
Michaela. What's your nationality?
Irish.
Like other foreigners before them, Melissa and Michaela tried leaving Peru with a colossal amount of cocaine.
You know, contain drugs.
I did not know that.
After walking past two sniffer dogs undetected, an officer decides to search their luggage. The agent finds 24 pounds of cocaine hidden in various food packages, placed between their clothes. The quantity found between the two suitcases amounts to $1.8 million worth of cocaine.
Michaela was just like any other young woman from Northern Ireland. She came from a rural background. She wanted to be a model. I know she had done some work dancing in clubs and things like that. And then she made the decision, like a lot of young women and men would do at that stage in their lives, is to go to Spain and work and party and have fun. Melissa Reed came from a really good background. She had a good family. Like Michaela, she was going out to Spain to have fun. Both Melissa and Michaela, you would never in a million years believe that they would turn into international drug smugglers.
Michaela and Melissa both risk up to 15 years of prison.
Prior to news breaking that the Peru Two were arrested at Lima Airport, we had been working on a story involving Michaela McCollum and the fact that she had gone missing in Ibiza. People were worried for her. Her family were making pleas to the media. They were putting out social media posts about trying to find her, and also celebrities and sports stars were helping in that search to find her.
Melissa and Michaela claimed to Peruvian authorities that they were forced to transport the drugs on behalf of someone else.
I was forced to take these bags in my luggage.
She was in fact kidnapped, held at gunpoint, and forced by threat.
At the time of her arrest, people here were fundraising for clothes, for necessities, for food to be sent her within jail.
Peso de 5.78 kilogramos de alcaloide de cocaína.
During the trial that occurs a few days after their arrest, the judge refuses to believe their story.
Durante la investigación fiscal policial de 15 días, no se ha podido corroborar esta versión, esta historia generada para evitar su responsabilidad. Debido a que todo el tiempo estuvieron en un tránsito, es decir, pudieron transitar, caminar libremente, tuvieron oportunidad de comunicarse por cualquier medio.
When Michaela was waitressing and picking up bits of work, bar work, in Ibiza, she came into contact with an individual, and apparently Jake was the link to the underworld, the drugs underworld that brought Michaela and Melissa Reed into carrying these drugs.
After initially claiming they were forced to smuggle drugs, it is revealed that they were supposed to earn 4,500 euros each for the job. Michaela and Melissa decide to plead guilty in the hopes of receiving a more lenient sentence.
The public began to realise that Michaela and Melissa were more involved in this than they wanted people to believe, and the public support most definitely in Northern Ireland kind of went away for Michaela McCollum.
Their story fascinates the British press, who names them the Peru Two.
How do you feel?
The public were obsessed with this story. There was a fascination around her bun, Peru Two bun. It was very strange. I mean, we even had children dressing up as them for Halloween a couple of months after they were arrested. It was just absolutely crazy.
Melissa and Michaela are eventually sentenced to 6 years and 8 months in a Peruvian prison.
Haven't been fit, haven't been got anything to eat today. The conditions inside the holding cells are pretty grim.
There were massive milestones that I had to, experience my time in a horrible condition prison, sleeping on the floor, and I've lost a lot of years of my life, due to drugs. It was a really, really, really difficult time for both my family and I.
I travelled out to Peru. We went to the jail and I was able to get inside and speak to her. The inside of the prison is controlled by the prisoners, and the conditions were, the walls were cracked from earthquakes. There was insects, just a world away from what a prison would be like here in the UK.
After 10 months of detention, Michaela and Melissa transferred to a new high-security prison, known for being even tougher.
This is one of Peru's most secure prisons. It is also one of the most notorious. Some here call it Hell's Hacienda.
In 2013, the prison has over 300 foreign inmates, including around 100 women, primarily incarcerated for cocaine trafficking.
They said to me, they'll even try and fight for your innocence. There's no innocence. To me, it's like being in the devil's house.
After a little over 2 years in detention, Melissa and Michaela are finally released and deported from Peru to the United Kingdom.
At such a young age, to being thrown into an international spotlight and to become an international drugs dealer, she has to be a very strong person to get through what she got through.
Since her release, Melissa Reid has resumed a normal life in Scotland. As for Michaela McCollum, she has become an influencer and has even written a book to share her experience and raise awareness about the dangers of drugs.
I feel like I've learned a lot of things from my time in Peru, and I feel like I've grown a lot as a person, and I feel a lot stronger, since I've been released. I wouldn't trust people easy as I used to, I'm not as naive or immature as I was, and I've just learned to be a better person and be able to say no to situations that I might feel uncomfortable with.